everyone! Happy Halloween! Today is October 31st, 2021. My name is Elizabeth, this is Piper, and this is FrizzyLizzieStitches. We have reached Flosstube number 12. Okay, good job, Piper. Here, I saved her a treat up here. Here you go. Good girl. She hates these wings, but you know, as a pet parent, I have to. She's a bat, my little bat cat. Here, you can let go of them now. Good job. I appreciate you. There you go. Hello. Like I said, this is Flosstube number 12. This is actually my second time filming just the intro part because I was getting so like excited and flustered that I like sped talked. I talked really fast, like the first like 6 minutes, and I was like, slow down, I need to start over. But yeah, so today is Halloween, and wearing my Halloween costume. I'm Daphne from Scooby-Doo. And Piper was a bat. That wasn't obvious. But yeah, so let's see, today, even though today is Halloween, I've kind of already celebrated. My friend had a party on Friday, and so Bobby and I went, and since I was Daphne, he was dressed as Fred. I'll put a picture up of what we looked like. And also my new favorite picture of me and Piper, thanks to Bobby. So yeah, but we had a lot of fun, and then yesterday was just kind of chill. I played a lot of Animal Crossing. The new update comes out this Friday, November the 5th. And today I had lunch with an old friend, and here I am filming this video. So tonight there's like an Animal Crossing event in the game where you can kind of like, your villagers are wearing costumes and, oops, you can trick or treat, excuse me. Ugh, Piper dropped my show notes. Anyway, there's an event in Animal Crossing where you can like trade candy for furniture, and your villagers are like wearing costumes and will trick and scare you and stuff. It's really adorable. So, yep, that's my plan for tonight. But yeah, so I have not too much stuff to show because I have been working on a bunch of like other random crafty projects. This scarf, for instance. I did the ascot and the collar for Bobby's costume, which I'll show you in a second. And I actually have a previous Halloween costume accessory that I wanted to show off. And yeah, and then of course I think I have 2 cross-stitch whips, and then I have I have another update on Coraline. So yeah, let's see. Oh, while we're talking Animal Crossing for a hot second, so Evelyn from Evelyn Across the Pond, she also plays Animal Crossing, and we had visited each other's islands last week, I guess. And anyway, I wanted to share a photo from our little adventure because I thought it was really cute and fitting for the stitchiness. I'll put it here. But yeah, so it was super fun. Visiting each other's islands on Animal Crossing is always really fun. But it's always cool when you meet somebody online and you get to share that with. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can do it again sometime. So it was kind of tricky to make schedule a time since she's obviously not in the States. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to share that. Yeah, and let's see. Oh yeah, another thing that I completely neglected to mention in my last video was that I am going to StitchCon, and I will be at Weekend B. So yeah, kind of, that just is what it is. I'm going to Weekend B. But yeah, so comment below, let me know if you're gonna be there. I'm really excited because I've never been to a retreat. I've never really met other cross-stitchers in person before. So I'm really excited. But yeah. And then the last thing, I don't know what that was. I heard a noise. Piper, I think, knocked something off the counter, so I'm gonna go check it out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had done my nails earlier before this video, and Piper had I had left the metal cuticle pusher on the counter. Anyway, so yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, I think I had one more thing that I wanted to show you before we got into all the crafty stuff. We had like a pumpkin painting thing at work, and I had no clue what I was gonna put on my paint on my pumpkin. And anyway, I ended up painting Piper, and I thought it was really funny because she kind of came out looking like an Animal Crossing character, because the Animal Crossing cats have like really pointy tall ears like this. So anyway, I just wanted to show off my pumpkin. But yeah. Okay, stitchy things. I'm gonna show off my costume from a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure this is from like 2013. I'll put a picture up of my costume. I was Russell from Up, and I wanted to stitch myself all of the little merit badges on the sash. So this was a project that I worked on after class and stuff all throughout the months of like September and October, and then my mom helped make the like actual sash part. But yeah, so I stitched how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 20. I stitched 20 of these badges, and then I got this grape soda pin from Disney World. But yeah, I embroidered all these little patches, and I'm really proud of them. I used reference images from the movie to know what patches to make, and Russell has a lot more patches than this, but obviously I didn't need to make that many to get the point across. But yeah, and I hand sewed all of the patches onto the sash as well. My favorite ones are probably the Pixar ball, and I really like the way the lightning bolt came out, and I like the toothbrush with the toothpaste on it. But yeah, I was super proud of this, and like, cause I would go to the party and be like, yeah, like I sewed all these. But yeah, I love this Pixar ball. So yep, this is just what I wanted to show. And then I also made the little logo for the hat, which I guess you could call this felt applique. I don't know. But I just cut out the shapes and stitched it onto the hat. If I had to do this again, I probably would have not done brown felt. There's supposed to be like a border. I probably would have just like embroidered the brown to the hat, or I'm sorry, the orange to the hat with brown thread. But not too bad for somebody who didn't know what they were doing and was just trying to piece something together. So, but yeah, there's not too much else to say on this other than that I was very proud of it at the time, and I still am. Totally need to be Russell again just so I can wear this. So, okay. So on to the stitchy stuff. Like I said, I didn't work on too many or make too much progress on things because I was stitching other things. Oh, that reminds me, I was going to show you Bobby's costume. You saw the picture earlier, but I did make the collar. I just bought like a white sweatshirt, and hindsight, I could have just made him wear a blue polo shirt underneath, but he didn't have a blue polo this color, and I really couldn't find anything in the store that would be something that he would wear outside of Halloween costume thing. So I ended up just making a collar, but it's just blue, and I sewed, like, it's kind of weird to show, but this is what it looks like. And I sewed this bottom piece to the collar, and then this like folded down so that you would have the collared shirt effect. Hindsight, I would have made this way bigger so that I had a more cartoony feel to it, but I mean, it worked and it got the point across. So, and the reason it's loose and not part of the sweatshirt anymore is because I ripped it out so that he could just have a plain white sweatshirt to wear other times of the year. I'm a big fan of making costumes that you can reuse the clothes for, because I mean, it's a costume for Halloween. You're only gonna wear it one time a year unless you wear the same costume every year. So yeah. And then his ascot is literally just like a very large square, and I just hem the edges. Same thing that I did with my neck scarf. So okay, now we can get into the stitching. So I worked on 2 stitchy projects, one being my Halloween Quaker, because obviously it's Halloween, but I'm kind of sad because I don't know, I wanted this to be like the only thing I worked on. Like, I'm talking way back in like during the summer. I was like, this is the only project I'm gonna work on in October, and it just did not happen. I just had a lot of other stuff to be working on, so, but this, I don't even think I have a picture from last time, and I don't know, I'm not gonna worry about that, but what it looked like last time. I will show you what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's gonna look like. This is Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio. Yeah. And I'm doing this as called for with the 40 count Murky and all of the classic colorworks that is called for. I ended up taking a picture of the chart so that I could stitch it for my iPad, but just fun fact, I guess. But this is what it's looking like so far. When I showed it a couple weeks ago, I just had this motif right here and then like one leg of this little flower thing. So, but yeah. So I think this is, so this motif up here is what I'm working on. And this is what mine looks like. So yeah. It's very teeny tiny. And it's so pretty. Now that I have more, because all of this is the same color. All this stuff right here. And it's just really cool to look at because since it's variegated, it looks like 3 or 4 different colors. And it's just really pretty to see how the colors change as you stitch with it. So, but yeah. Okay, let's see. So as far as like continuing to stitch on this, I feel like there's a lot of like gift stitching that I'm gonna be doing and like holiday stuff that'll probably get in the way of me like finishing, or not finishing. I don't want to finish this anytime soon. It's a very large project and I just started it. But sadly, I think that this is gonna have to be put away until 2022 because I just don't see myself pulling this out for the rest of the year, since probably gonna transition to Christmas and work more on my Lucky Nutcracker. But yeah, we'll see what happens though. So, but I feel like ideally it would be nice to like pull this out every October and this be the only thing I stitch on in October. But that just didn't work out for me this year. We'll see though. There are no rules. I get to do what I want. But yeah, and then let's see. So the second project that I have to show is my Lucky Nutcracker, and I'm still filling in this tree. I think I actually did do, I think I added some to the presents too, but actually this looks like a lot more than what I showed last time. So this is what it's going to look like. I think another part came out. That's like the Sugar Plum Fairy. And then this is what it looked like last time. And this is what it looks like now. So I added in this blue bow on this present, and I started stitching the purple on this present, and then I think I filled in more of this section, filled in more of this, and I think I outlined all that. And then added these ornaments up here, and I think I even finished out all the white. You can't really see it too well because it's white stitches on white fabric, but I did fill in, so there's no more white on the tree, and I think there's some ornaments that go like right here, and then of course the star. So I am gonna have to move my Q-snap to go up there, but I obviously have a lot more fill-in to do. Part of me was tempted to just quit working on this part and move on to like the Nutcracker or Clara, or you know, even the Sugar Plum Fairy that just came out. That Clara and the Sugar Plum Fairy would be harder because they're at the top, so I wouldn't really have too much to go off of, but I definitely could to go over to the Nutcracker and work on him, just to take a break from this tree because it is so big. It's so big. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And I'm keeping this in a project bag that I made using Elizabeth Ann's project bag tutorial. So, alright. And let's see. Coraline, the actual doll, as you saw last week, is done, but now I'm working on her accessories. So she now has her little dragonfly hair clip, which now that I'm looking at it, I probably should have like put it a little closer to her face, but I think it's fine. And then I'm also working on her rain jacket. So right now it has a hood, and you can see these are her sleeve, where the sleeves will go. But I have not stitched the sleeves yet, obviously. But yeah, so this is what this is looking like. I'm kind of bummed because I don't know if I guess my stitches are just really tight or something, but she can't wear the hood. But I don't know if that's because of how I attached her hair or what, but like, it's just a little too big because like, I don't know, I guess it's supposed to go around her right there, right? And then the hood just doesn't like really go all the way up. I mean, it is yarn, so like I could stretch it, but I think she's just gonna have to leave her hood down, which is fine. But yeah, and then her little arms will go through here. But like I said, I gotta finish the sleeves. So, but yeah, and then I think I need to give her some shoelaces. So, but yeah. Speaking of Coraline, my friend, there's this shop, I do not know what it's called. I'll try to figure it out and then put it in the description box, but they were making some merchandise with some Coraline fan art on it, and I really liked the art, so I had her order me, and I paid her back obviously, for 2 of these glasses. They're so cute. So it's just her in like 3 different outfits, and it actually says on the bottom, you can kind of see that there's some words. It says, she's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine, which is one of the songs that it's the song that the other father sings to her. So, like I said, I got 2 of these, so I was thinking that one of them could be like my Ort cup because my little Ort jar is really full, and I just feel like this would look really cool with some Orts in it. And then the other one can be for drinking, but yeah, I think it's so cute. I think my favorite one on here is probably her in the little star sweater. But yeah. So like I said, I don't know the name of the shop that does this art, but I will figure it out and put it in the description. So, okay. Let's see. So, okay, my plans, they're very loose. Actually, they're actually not loose. I have so many things I want to do. And I just have, the past like month, I have found myself not having time to do all the things that I want to do. I don't know if it's because we're getting into the holiday season. I don't know if it's because Animal Crossing has come back into my life. I don't know if it's because like I was super busy at work at the beginning of this month. I have no idea. But I do have goals. I have some stitchy goals for November. I have no idea how many of them will happen. But I did want to kind of like share with you how I kind of like, I don't know, get my ideas down on paper. So first off, I have been using this Erin Condren, which now that I think about it, so my boyfriend, I will like chat with him about all this stuff, and then I tend to talk fast, and then he'll think I said something that I didn't say, and anyway. So Erin Condren to him sounds like anaconda, and what's really even more funny is I have told him about Emma Congdon from Stitcherovia, and he thought I also said anaconda. So my anaconda is my Erin Condren, And Emma Congdon is now Anaconda to my boyfriend. So Anaconda equals Emma Condren. Oh, Emma Condren. Listen to me. Now I'm getting confused. Anaconda, Emma Congdon, Aaron Condren. Anyway, I hope someone else finds that really funny because it cracks me up. But needless to say, this is my Aaron Condren notebook. I got the Stormtrooper cover. I made it say FrizzyLizzieStitches. These notebooks are really cool because you can change the covers out if you want to. But yeah, so I just got one with grid pages, and this is where like I keep my Flosstube notes. I also write down like details about projects, and then I have started also writing in calendars in here. So I have written out the calendar for November, and I have kind of listed some, like, I guess important dates. So I have my Flosstubes listed over here since I film those on Sundays. And then I have when some of the stitch along parts come out that I'm doing. So like this says Lucky Nutcracker Part 5, this is Lucky Nutcracker Part 6, and then Cozy Cafe Part 9 comes out on this day, and then this is when I'm supposed to send off my Christmas small for the smalls exchange. And then down here I wrote out some goals that I want to hopefully complete for November. So for my November goals, I have written down to finish Cozy Cafe Part 8, which is the pumpkin spice latte that just came out. It looks like this. It's adorable. I can't wait to stitch it. This next goal is kind of iffy. I have no idea, but I told myself that I wanted to finish Lucky Nutcracker Parts 1 and 2. So that would be the Christmas tree and the Nutcracker. We will see what happens. And then I also wrote down start a crochet blanket. Jonah Larson? No. I think that's his name. Jonah Larson? I'll put his Instagram information down below. But he's a whiz kid when it comes to crocheting. And he has crocheted this blanket with this Bernat, like, ombre blanket yarn. And anyway, it's basically a moss stitch, but you have these loops on it that you can like weave into each other to make it look like a cable stitch. It looks really easy and really fun, and I really want to make it. I'll put a picture up here of what this blanket looks like that Jonah has made. But he also shared the links to like the pattern and what kind of yarn he used. So I don't know how long it takes to crochet a blanket because I've never done that, but I feel like this would be a good one to start with. So, because it's really chunky blanket yarn. So yeah. And then my last two goals are birthday present related. I have a pattern that I want to stitch for my mom for her birthday, and her birthday is early December. And then my sister, I've already showed it here before, but the Amanita Frog from Mama Witch Cross Stitch is what I stitched for her, but I have not fully finished it. So I need to get that fully finished because her birthday is the week of Thanksgiving. So I have some stuff I gotta do. I also want to finish Coraline. That was an October goal, but obviously today's the last day of October and I have not stitched this girl some sleeves. So that will kind of leak over into the first week of November, but it's whatever. So yeah, that's kind of how I keep, like, I've been keeping things straight in my brain for what things I want to do. But yeah. And I also separately use a bullet journal. This is a Scribbles that Matter notebook. And I have already set up my bullet journal for November. But I do like keep track of like when I stitched something and then how long I stitched on it for. And I do the same thing with like reading and exercise. But I'm really excited because for this month, I decided I wanted to do like a Dutch door thing, but I ended up just doing like a half page, I guess. But instead of having my reading and my stitching log like on the same page, but like splitting them into 2 columns, I just cut this page in half. And I have read on this side and stitch on this side. So I'm really excited to use that. So maybe this will like convince me to stitch more or something. But yeah, I'm also really excited about how this turned out. I love the color scheme that I ended up using. But yeah, so cute. But yeah, anyway, I don't know how many people who watch my videos or just stitch in general like to do like planner bullet journal stuff. I know Liz from Hello from Liz Matthews and Steph from Just Keep Stitching have, you know, kind of shared some of their sticker stuff on their floss tubes. I used to be really into stickers, not like the full-on like full coverage sticker thing in the Erin Condren, but I did have Erin Condren planners and really liked putting stickers in there. I was more of like a washi tape and then use stickers as decoration rather than have like functional stickers or like full box stickers. But yeah, so I'm getting really excited about my bullet journal again because of getting to use stickers and washi tape, because I kind of took a break from it because 2020 kind of ruined planners for me. Since 2020, like, there was no plans, obviously. Everyone was at home. So, but yeah, now I'm kind of creeping back into, it's taken almost a year because it's like October and November now. But yeah, I'm just excited because that's something that I used to do a lot and I kind of just fell off the bandwagon and now I'm back. So, bullet journaling, Animal Crossing, and cross stitch. It's pretty much all I do now. So yeah, okay, I closed my notebook because I'm dumb. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, well, apparently that's all I had to talk about. Whew, now I'm tired and out of breath. But yeah, okay, so I wanted to end my video with another question because that seemed like a good way to end things. So now that Halloween is basically over, I mean, for me, I know a lot of people are doing trick-or-treating tonight. By the time you watch this, Halloween will be over. What are your plans for decorating for Christmas? Or do you put up your tree before Thanksgiving or do you wait till after? I probably will put mine up before because I just wanted to see it. I like the way it lights up my living room. But yeah. But then Piper also likes to crawl in it, so that's also annoying. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know when you're gonna put your Christmas tree up, and yeah. That's about it. So I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks, and I hope you have a very happy Halloween, and happy November the 1st day, if you're watching this on November the 1st. Okay, bye!